In just the past 4 days, there have been 2 deadly stabbings in the city of Davis. One, a well-known community member, and the other, a Davis native and student at UC Davis.
ABC 10's Luke Clary was in Davis tonight as people gathered for an emotional vigil.
You see dozens of people here in Davis near Central Park turning out for the vigil in honor of David Bro, who is known in this community as the Compassion Guy. And we now know that the FBI and the California Department of Justice are involved in this investigation. This bench, the Compassion Corner, was the doing of David Bro. Now it's serving as a memorial. Then last night, a 20-year-old UC Davis student identified now as Karim Abu Najim was found about a mile away at Sycamore Park in Davis. The Davis Police Department says that although there are common factors between these 2 brutal crimes, the nature of the crimes and the fact that the suspect used a knife, there are no known connections between the victims, and investigators are still determining whether these incidents are linked. I asked some longtime Davis residents what these back-to-back crimes have meant for their community's sense of safety.
It'll take a little while, but I think they'll come back. I think the city will get, counselors and stuff if everybody needs it and stuff. But it'll take a while because it's shocking, especially having, 2 murders in, 2 or 3 days.
It focuses in more, and you get even more unnerved. You figure, well, is this safe now for my child? And I told my dad I don't want him going out at night. He doesn't anyway, but now I don't want him going out and walking around, especially in parks.
Police described the suspect in the UC Davis student stabbing as a man around 5'7" to 5'8", 19 to 23 years old with long curly hair, wearing a white hat and riding a men's bicycle with straight handlebars. And they asked if you have any information to reach out. This is also an opportunity that UC Davis has taken to remind students to be wary of their surroundings, particularly as they're moving about campus at night.
That was Luke Clary reporting. As he mentioned, a 20-year-old man was stabbed to death in Davis just last night. It happened at Sycamore Park. And take a look at just how close the parks are. Central Park is right by the farmers market in Davis, and Sycamore Park is about 5 minutes away, a few blocks north of campus. Today, the victim was identified as Karim Abu Najim. He was a student at UC Davis and a graduate of Davis High School. Police say a person nearby heard the commotion and went to investigate. That is when they found the victim and called police. As Luke mentioned, police do not know if the 2 stabbings are connected, and they are working to find both suspects in the case.
And we do want to remind you, Davis police have released a description of a possible suspect in the second stabbing. They say it's a light-skinned man who's possibly Hispanic. He's roughly 5'7" or 5'8", between the ages of 19 and 23, again with long, loose, curly hair. They say he was seen in a light-colored T-shirt with a button-up shirt over it, and he was riding a bike. Another person was arrested about 5 blocks away from the park that matched this description, but police don't know if he's involved in the stabbing. They say he was booked on an outstanding warrant from Placer County and for resisting arrest.